Sorry, I cut that last one off before I looked at your questions. So 3 questions for me. Why do we have names? Well, we've always had names. God named Adam Adam, and they all started naming each other. And first of all, it's kind of easy, right? Like we need to be able to address one another. A second, it recognizes that we're all different, that we're personal beings. Sometimes names are meant to reflect something about us. People used to give someone a name that had a specific meaning. Today, most people just give names that are familiar in their family, but some people use names that are like biblical. Like your name is a biblical name, like Matthew, the disciple and the one who wrote the gospel. Why is rain a thing? God designed the world that way so that it would rain in order to water the earth. So it's this whole amazing water cycle where the water goes up in evaporation and then comes over in the clouds and rains on the earth, and it keeps the whole thing watered and plants growing and is a real help and source of life. Why did God make bad animals when he knew they will kill people? Well, in the beginning, they didn't. When God first made the world, lions, tigers, bears, snakes, they didn't attack people. They didn't kill people. They weren't afraid of people. See, that's why animals attack people, because they're afraid of them. That's why they'll tell you that, like if you're face to face with like a bear or something or like a wolf, the last thing you should do is turn and run, because the animal then senses your fear, and then that makes it aggressive. So there's a couple reasons, that because they're afraid, or because like if you come in between a mother bear and her cub, she'll attack, those sorts of things. Well, when God originally made us, that wasn't the case. There's a couple of passages in the Bible that talk about the peace that will be ours in heaven, and how there won't be any of that. There's a passage that says, a little baby will play on the den of the adder. That's a poisonous snake. And it talks about a little child will lead a lion and a cobra, and they'll play with these animals, and it'll be no big deal. That's the peace that there will be in eternal life. So animals, as part of creation, were corrupted when we sinned. Creation was perfect before, then because of our sin, it got ruined, and that included the animals. Good questions.